I am safe. I am enhanced. I am supported. All is well.
Just in general, and you have to, at every level of success that you have is going to come through another person.
Come on.
It's going to come through another person. That it's relationships. That houses are built based on relationships. Businesses are built based on relationships. So, asking other people for help is a skill set that a CEO has to have so that your mind can be clear, and you can be at peace and at ease when you're running your business. Because listen, if you're an emotional CEO, can you imagine you all over the place, the business all over the place? I can't live like that, Erica.
I tell people all the time, I can look at businesses and tell what's going on with the CEO because it trickles down into that. If the CEO is chaotic, guess what?
Yeah.
The business is. If the business looks anxious and all over the place, the CEO is. I can tell it. That's why I say what? Thriving you, thriving business, because like you got to be working on your own thriving. It can't be that you're trying to run this business without you being clear on your own personal work that you need to do for yourself. And that makes you somebody who other people want to be around. The reason why I just learned from you today that ideology that came from that you are sharing with us. So you all go get you some support. But part of me just knew that I deserve to have people. And as long as I treat all the people around me with respect, honor, love, just like I am, like for example, my administrative manager, I said, you can call me Erica because she calls me Miss Kesse. And I said, you can call me Erica. She says the African in me is having some anxiety.
Yes.
But I love that she was able to share that with me. Because she could have just went and had anxiety and talked to people and felt uncomfortable. But she said, no, that bothers me to do that. And I go, you know what? Okay. I'm fine with Miss Kesse. You can call me Miss Kesse. That's fine. I thought that was so cute because you have to think about the culture, right?
Yes. And so when you're saying like having a team, I knew in starting Black and Global, I never intended to run this myself. I've never, from day one, I knew that I didn't want to do that. The marketing company that took my skill sets and built Black and Global around my skill sets, I loved their process because one of the things they did was a 2.5 hour interview when I started, asking me so many questions. I thought it was going to be about my wonderful skills as an international tax lawyer. It was none of that. It was about what kind of life I want to live, what time I want to get up in the morning, what do I want my travel to be like, what kind of family life I want to have. Really, and it was a serious deep dive for me because what their point was to build a business around the lifestyle that I wanted to live, as opposed to creating the business and then setting myself up to live that way. I knew I wasn't going to be a slave to like clients and contracts, because the contracts that I do are a lot of money, Erica. It's a millions. Like just this past week, honestly, I have a client. I thought he was doing a $10 million contract. So I'm like, okay, so, and I know that's how we started, but he sent me the revised document last week and I'm looking at it because I'm putting the financing together or upgrading the financing, and it's $150 million. I said, when did you grow from 10 million in business to 150 million in business? And he said, well, we did this, and this. So I'm just like, okay, dude, I got to change my narrative now, because I'm saying the highest we got is a 10 million and you had $150 million. So I say that to say that, as you are putting these deals together, which is what I love. That's the part that's my sweet spot. I knew that's what I wanted to do, but I don't want to be stressed out. So I knew I needed big dollar cases. I know I have a relationship with luxury. Luxury has a relationship with me. I like it. I plan to live a luxurious lifestyle. And I plan to do that serving my people. But I knew that I needed to help people who would be able to, I have that level of cases, because professionally, my cases were typically, like 500 million or, a billion or above. So for Black businesses, when I started to do like $1 million, I was happy with $100,000 contract, to be honest with you, because I was like, you mean I can do this on my own without working through a job? I was shocked. And then, the $1 million contract. So I said 10 million. I was happy. And that last week, I was telling my husband, I said, this $150 million. But this little old me, I'm from the country by myself.
Ain't no little old nothing about you.
Yeah, well, I think that because for 25 years, I did this business working for the government.
Yes.
And the government sent me around the world. So I always had the mindset of the skill set is there for me to deliver this level of service, working a job. But for it to be a business that is in from my head, and now I can grow Black-owned businesses like that. It was surreal. So, but my point was to say that, putting together these kind of deals, when I went through this process with the marketing company, I knew that's what I wanted. And I knew I want to work 10 to 4. I'm not working on the weekends. I knew exactly what I wanted. And they crafted Black and Global out of the lifestyle that I wanted to live. And so it's really remarkable now that I'm able to start to move in that direction. So, but I had to build a team. I knew that there was no way. Administrative people, I love them. It ain't me. It just ain't me. I like you talking about being a CEO. Listen, ma'am, God bless you, because I love people.
But it is me. Like that's my sweet spot. That's like
that's
I will come in, baby. Like you said, a get it done type of chick. I'll come in and shake it up and fix it and clean it and get it everything squared, a system in place so that everybody knows where you're the cog in the system. And that's how I like to do it. Then I just let it run, so it can have sustainability and we can watch and see it grow. Because a lot, this is my jam. So I'll let you go back.
So, but that's the thing, finding, where you fit in. But my point to all of this was to say, from the beginning, I knew I needed to build a team. So I learned how to hire a virtual assistant. I YouTube University, I took so many classes on how to hire a VA. Finally found one that resonated with me. And when I tell you, she took me under her wing and she taught me how to hire a VA. And she gave me books to read. And one thing about me, Erica, if you tell me something to do and it's not my wheelhouse, I will do it. And I read the books that she told me to read. And so now I think we're up to 8 people on our team. We have 8 people from about 4 countries on our team.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you have to position yourself as a CEO to be able to have help for you to scale.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing this. It's been so enlightening to spend time with you and just learn how you are thriving, because that's exactly basically really truly tapping into knowing that support is necessary. Asking and having support is necessary. And I would say that is definitely your coping skill for you. But is there any other coping skill that you would say that you would like to amplify more of for yourself over the year? coping skill and or self-care?
Yeah, so self-care for sure. Like right now, and if you know anybody, I'm looking for somebody that can be a virtual trainer for me. Erica, I really need someone like 4 days a week who can get on Zoom with me, and or a team of people or a group of people. But you know what my prayer has been? I want to meet some women that are ahead of me, because leadership comes very, very easily for me. And I tend to always end up leading the pack.
Me too. Me too.
I don't want to lead the pack. I want to find.
I want to sit and enjoy it. Right. I'm always leading it.
That's the thing.
Understand that. Woo,
Yeah,
I understand that.
So I said I want some women who, they'll drag me along and say, "Listen, get on this Zoom," and I don't, and if they're bodybuilders,
I actually have a person.
Oh, that would be awesome.
They have a whole following. They have a whole team. They have everything. They have a Facebook group. All of that. I'm gonna get you hooked up. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I need.
They're the ones, and it's all Black women. Let's go. Yes, and I know one lady who is a friend of mine that went through it and worked on it, and let me tell you, she is looking good.
That's what
that weight off. I said, and I didn't even think she needed to lose no more weight, but she looking good, baby. Because I have a proclivity to like rounder bodies or more, I guess, plump bodies. And I think that has to do with I just like plump bodies. That's just that's what it is pleasing to me. So when people be like, "Oh, I need to lose," I look at them and I'm like, and they say I need to lose 105 pounds. I'm thinking, what? Where's that? Like, what you going? Are you gonna be here anymore? Anyway,
for me, it is. I want to be able to walk 10 miles. I want to be able to go up and down the steps and not be out of breath. I want to be able to.
Yes.
Now, this is a transparent conversation. I hope that's cool. I want to be able to get on the plane without a seatbelt extension. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My desires are not. My husband loves me. I love him. So that part, relationship part, that I don't have to worry about looking over that part. But my children are younger. Them little Bamas outrun me. I don't like that. They be punking me out and stuff. Oh no. And I being a later in life mama, I'm looking for somebody if you want a project, I'm the project girl. If you want to post a child to put up and say, "Oh, I helped her with this transformation," because I'm telling you, I get so many traveling around the world, it can be taxing, so I just really would like to just improve my mobility. That's the biggest thing for me. So that's the self-care I would really like to get to. The one I would tell you that I do consistently that I really love, Erica, Saturday and Sunday, I take a nap.
Okay, don't you be talking about them naps. Let me tell you about me. I'm a nap girl. Okay. I'm a nap girly. I take a nap every day.
Oh, wow.
Day. Yes, ma'am. That's a part going back to what you said, your lifestyle. Yeah. My lifestyle is I don't get up and do nothing until 9. I'm getting up. 10 o'clock is when I want to see somebody. Because I read this book. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called The Power of When, WHEN. So when you do something, it's by Stephen Bruce. He's a sleep neurologist, and he'll take you through creating your chronotype. You can do the quiz, and even the quiz will direct you on different things to do for your chronotype. Mm-hmm. So it say that I'm a bear, and I ain't ready in my mind until 10 o'clock. Okay. But they say I need to exercise at 7 o'clock. Because that's about time I want to get up, which is usually the time. I don't have alarms. I don't do alarms.
Yeah.
My body wakes me up at around that time, and then I exercise. And they say to exercise before you talk yourself out of it when your mind come online at 10. Mm. So I like to see people at 10 and 11. Then I like to take a break, a 12, 1, and I get back started at 3. And that's my lunch and my nap. Then I work 3, 4, 5, And then we prepare dinner at 5. We eat dinner at 6. And then I get back online 7, 8, 9. Go to bed at 10 or 11.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I do. I like naps on Saturday because that's the best thing about having a baby to me. That's the best thing about having a baby. It's being able to nap. And I tell my children, here's the rule. My nap on Saturday afternoon, anybody disturb me during my nap is going to take a nap. And so since they do not want to take a nap, I nap with the baby. And we have us a good time. And I'm gonna tell you, because I naturally get up at 4. I'm an early riser. I have prayer in the morning.
Oh, so you're a lion.
Yeah, I get up early, and I like to work out early when I'm working out. And I have a great morning routine, and so it's easier for me to get the household started, to be up and moving before everybody else is up. But on the weekends, let me tell you something. Them Saturday afternoons, don't call me. Don't call my name. Don't look for me. Don't do nothing. I'll see y'all when this baby wake up. This is when I'm getting up. So it has been wonderful. I think even when she gets bigger, I'm gonna keep that in my repertoire.
I think you should. I think you should. And there's a thing called the Nap Ministry. You can find it on Instagram. But she talks about this. I actually came to it and did a whole challenge in a group where you had to nap and then journal about it, because I've learned that you can do a 20-minute nap. 20 minutes. You can, yes, and it will reset. So I feel like the way I have my life set up, I have 2 days in one, because I have a morning.
Oh, okay.
And I'm easing into my day, having my tea, my morning routine. I have 2 meetings. Then I take my nap. I have my lunch. I take my nap. Then I have a whole nother day of efficient getting things done. I am really, and I'm operating from when my mind is the most effective and efficient and firing off. Okay. So otherwise, why work during those other times? So that's how I do my life, because I wanted it to be the way I wanted to be.
Yeah. But we have lived, right? We've had jobs and all of that. So for people who might be younger, they might be, less decisive or less clear. So just know one of the things about becoming more mature is you can be clear about what you gonna do and what you ain't gonna do, and when you gonna do it and when you ain't gonna do it. Don't let anybody tell you, and this is especially for younger women, please don't let anybody tell you what you can't do, what you can't be, what you can't have, or this crazy stuff about you can't be married and have children and have a career and have a business. That's the craziest bunch of crock I ever heard. I got to get myself together to talk to these young women so they understand how you don't do it all at one time. But there's something that's called the Mizan. It's the balance. It's the energy in your life. It's when you want to live in peace. Peace starts in your mind, Erica. It starts in your mind. And when you set your life up in a way that you do what you want to do, you nap when you want to nap. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't, how you can't do. And don't even let your crazy self tell your crazy self that. You know what I mean?
It be us.
Yeah,
it's us all the time. We are the problem usually.
Yeah.
To our own well-being and our own progression and everything, because we're allowing certain things to continue to happen around us, even though we know it should be happening. Right? That's one reason why I do this space, is because these are the hardy conversations that I love having. Like, going back, there was steps for you to get here. I don't want to talk to nobody who I don't want to talk to. Mm-hmm. You have to buy into the Kool-Aid. That is what I'm talking about. Thriving. Mm-hmm. If you're not about thriving, or you don't want to walk through the steps, then you don't want to interact with me. Mm-hmm. But see, a lot of people they're in desperation. I need to get this, and I need to get this, and I gotta do this, and no, you do not. Mm-hmm. I always say everything for your thriving flows to you. Mm-hmm. And I know for a fact that that's how it works. Mm-hmm. We have to be in a state of attracting things to show up. Yeah. And I'm so happy that I attracted you to have this
Well,
conversation. This has been so good for me.
awesome. It has been. And let me just, if I can just share one more thing, and I know we have to go. So we, Black and Global, we are having a project now that's called Hire Africa, where we are working to get Black American businesses to ask for help, hire a young African professional. If you want to build the continent and contribute to developing the continent, we are partnering with a company that's called Remoting.work. It's a Black owned company, and they have over 1,000 business processing centers across 47 countries in Africa, and they have about 50,000 plus young African professionals. Their unemployment rate there, Erica, is teetering on 70%. Now, these are people with bachelor's, master's, PhDs, and we go to other places in the world. There are businesses that built the Philippines. I love the Philippines. I have people on my team from the Philippines as well. And then there are people who built India, companies that hire people, and large corporations do it. The continent of Africa has the youngest people on the planet. And if you combine all of the population, there are 1.5 billion people, which outpaces China and India, who are at one.
What?
Yeah, if you combine all of the countries. So the thing that we have to do as CEOs and entrepreneurs, we're asking is just to hire one young African professional, at least one, this year, and through our platform. So if you go to our website, you'll find the Hire Africa campaign, and you can click on it, and then it just set up your profile on Remoting.work. It's free. They do a one-on-one consultation with you. They help you do your job description. They help you with setting up all of the interviews that you want to have for anyone that you want to interview. And know that it's everything from administrative to website to CAD to black hat to blue hat to architecture to medical to engineering. It covers the gamut, the types of talent that they have. But what we're saying to our businesses is scale your business, grow your business domestically, and so that you can scale globally. And if you hire at least one young African professional, it'll give you a lens into that country, so that you can start to look at how you can grow. And Black and Global can help you to grow into that country. So again, they can reach us, go on our website at www.blackandglobalbusinessnetwork.com.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Melissa. This has been so great. I cannot wait to continue to interact with you and connect you with things. This has been so amazing. Thank you so much. And everybody, you all create a thriving rest of your day. Make sure you take care of yourself, be safe, and check out what Melissa shared with you all, and make sure you thrive. And get your Thrive plan. You can go to bit.ly, bit.ly/try on thriving, and get your own Thrive plan, and so that you can get yourself ready to go and be centered, and then you can be the best version of yourself so that you can influence others well. Bye.
Thank you.
I am safe. I am supported. I am enhanced. I